today?
Good.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for your time. This movie. Sorry, I'm all like flustered. I got a million things going on all at once. This movie was so fun. I loved it, and I loved it because, for one thing, I work with a lot of kids who are bakers and cooks, and so I love seeing young kids who bake and cook and who love that kind of experience. So Devin, let's just start with you, because before we even talk about the film, do you love to bake and cook? Like, is this something that you do at home by yourself, with your parent, with your mom, whatever, with your friends?
Yes, I love to bake. I love to bake for my friends, especially. Like, I like making treats for them. My family as a whole, like, we all cook or bake. My brother's better at cooking. I'm better at baking. Okay. So when I got the role, actually, I was very, very, very excited because this is something I genuinely enjoy doing.
It's amazing. And Delaney, how about you?
Well, I was actually nervous when I got the role because I was like, I've never baked before. I thought we were actually going to be like baking, but since the movie, like, I've definitely started baking more. It's really fun. I like it. And my dad's a really good cook. My mom, not so much.
Yeah, I was going to ask you both, like, is there a family recipe? Because in this film too, we find out about like passed down recipes and things that, you need to make. So Devin, is there a family recipe that, that your mom or dad makes that you have to have once a week, or you just crave?
There aren't any like specific family recipes. My grandma is from the South, and so she taught us and had us help her make a pecan pie.
Oh, my favorite.
Yes. So yeah, I learned how to use her recipe and make that, but there's not any specific ones in my immediate family, but traditionally for like Thanksgiving and Christmas, yes.
Well, yeah, the best things come from our grandparents. There's no question about it. I agree. And yeah, how about you, Delaney? What, anything that you have to have and crave?
Not really. But I know my dad makes some really good burgers, and that's my brother's favorite thing. So we always have them.
Okay, nothing wrong with a good juicy burger, that's for sure. Well, like I said, I really enjoyed this one because there's just so many aspects to it. And in the end, you learn a lot about, friendship, not to kind of judge a book by its cover. Like, there's a lot of little messages there. So Devin, I want to start with you, because playing Brie, there's a lot going on with her. But what I love so much about her is that she's, for the most part, she pushes through. She doesn't let things get to her too much. I mean, she's a teenager. She's not perfect, not neither of you. But tell me a little bit about, when you got this role, what excited you about it, and did you relate to her?
Well, initially, I didn't audition for Brie. I auditioned for Vanessa or Millie.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I thought it'd be fun to play a mean girl. I don't know why. I just thought it would be really fun.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out in a second from Vanessa how much fun that was.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm calling you Vanessa. That's how good you were.
But yeah, I was not intending on playing Brie, and then during the the callback, she was like, I'm gonna have you read these lines just really fast, and she ended up liking the way I did it, I guess, and she called me back and was like, you're Brie, you're gonna do this.
So how did you wrap your mind around that? Because you didn't go in intending to play her.
This was my first time ever acting.
Yes, so, I can't believe that. Yeah.
Yes, to go from wanting to be kind of the side role, not even knowing if I would, I was like, yeah, I'll probably not get it, but it's whatever, it's fun. To being the main character was insane. I wasn't sure how I was going to do it, to be honest, like memorizing all the lines, but I really did like the character Brie, and she's kind of similar to me in some ways with the humor and a little bit dramatic sometimes. So I was very excited, and yeah, the character is kind of similar to my own personality as well.
Do you have an annoying young brother at home?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, older. Okay, same. That's okay. Yeah. Okay. So Delaney, I want to ask you, that was one of the questions, but getting to play the bad girl is fun. But when, I don't want to give away too much, but sometimes bad girls are bad girls, or bad guys are bad guys because they're trying to hide something. There's something clearly going on. And as I said earlier, don't judge a book by its cover, because sometimes you have to give somebody a chance, right? So for you to be able to play her in this way, but still make us feel vulnerable to her, You know, what was that like for you?
Well, when I first got the character, like, and I read the lines, I was like, this is so not me. Like, this is so hard to do because I'm actually really sweet in like real life. So I had trouble at first, trying to play this mean character because it was just a whole new like reality I had to take on. But when I started reading about her story, and the stuff she struggles with, like personally and in her home,
Yeah,
I kind of realized that people that are mean to others are almost always struggling with something on their own. And
right.
so it kind of made more sense. And I was able to kind of step into her shoes a little more and realize that she's taking her struggles out on other people, but she's not actually a mean person. So
Yeah, yeah. A good
yeah,
challenge, I would think, for you.
it was a big challenge. Yeah.
Yeah,
To take on
yeah.
that role. Yeah.
Yeah, and then of course the two of you, I mean, are playing these kind of rivals, and but in real life, I understand that you guys hit it off big time.
Yeah, we did.
Devin?
Yeah, the movie actually started at the beginning of our friendship, and I'm very, very thankful for that. And me and Delaney live like an hour away from each other, but when we
Ah,
can, we see each other, what do you think, like twice a year, 3 times a
Yeah.
year? Whenever we can. And yeah, she's very lovely.
Yes, I love
Delaney, was that like for you to be able like that's gotta be tough though, because you've got to play like you know, there's this competition going on, but then
Right.
offset, you guys are probably having the best time of your lives.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because, like behind the scenes, we would always be laughing together. We'd be like hugging on each other, all this kind of stuff. And then you like have to film and you're like, okay, I have to be mean now. Like I have to like act like I want to punch her in the face. And so like it was kind of hard because like we cracked up a lot and we had to redo some scenes because we just couldn't stay serious.
Of
But
course.
but
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
it
that's what
was
blooper reels are for. So yeah, we'll look forward to seeing those.
yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
you know, even though there's a lot of baking and stuff going on in this, you know, a lot of times when you're working on a film or TV series or whatever, the food isn't real. But I was wondering if it is real, and did you guys get a lot of treats and stuff, or was it just like so sickening that you couldn't look at like Rice Krispie treats or anything in your life again? Devin, you want to start?
Yes, everything was real. A lot of like the pies.
Yeah.
There was pies in the movie, and we did help make those ourselves.
Yeah.
My mom used a recipe that she makes of chocolate pie,
Yeah.
and so yeah, everything was real. There was a scene where we had to eat a cake, and they were like, "Take itty bitty bites because we're gonna do this over and over and over,
Right.
and we don't want you getting sick of the real food." So everything was real, which was actually kind of nice because at the end of the day, when the scene was done, we got to enjoy food.
Yeah. Yeah. What was it like for you, Delaney? Like sometimes you see all this sweet stuff and you're like, no, no more,
Yeah.
please.
It was cool because like initially going into like the baking part of the movie, I was like, oh, it's going to be like props or it's not going to be real. They're going to have to make it look real, but it won't be real. But it
Yeah.
was real. And yeah, I do remember eating some stuff like candies and like icing, but yeah, it was cool. Like
Yeah.
actual food.
Yeah. I'm wondering, you know, if you were saying like, you know, Devin, it's your first project and you guys haven't done a lot. So you're just starting off in your careers. I wanted to know what your friends think about this and, you know, how they treat you. Devin, want to start?
So a lot of them, so a few of my friends knew a little bit after it was filmed that I had made something, but no one knew when it was really going to come out. So a lot of my friends had been anticipating it, and then over time I made new friends that didn't know about it at all.
Right.
And when it came out on HBO Max, I
Yeah.
posted a little tiny bit of it. All of a sudden people are posting it, reposting, talking about, oh, remember when you become famous? Like I had a watch party at my house with my friends in my basement and we watched the movie. A lot
Nice.
of people are happy for me and they think it's really cool and I think it's really cool as well.
Yeah, absolutely. How about you, Delaney? What's that like with you and your friends?
Well, I remember like when I first started filming it, that was what everyone talked about, like Delaney's gonna be in a movie, Delaney's gonna be in a movie. And like it was weird at first because like this doesn't feel real. Like everybody stop, like this doesn't feel real. And then, I was a bit nervous like for it to come out because it had almost been 4 years ago and I'm like completely
Yeah.
new person now. And I was like, this is so weird. Like everyone's gonna see me as a little pre-tween. But everyone liked it and all my friends were like, sending me videos of them watching it, like, oh my God, my best friend's on HBO Max. And it was really
Cool.
cool. And that's still what people talk about. I mean, even my teachers are like, I'm gonna make my kids watch it. Like, can I get your autograph? Stuff like
Oh, that's so sweet. I
that.
mean, you know, it is a great family film, like I said. Okay, so like you said, it was done a number of years ago. So what have you ladies been doing since? Devyn, tell me, you know, what you've got coming up and you know what we're gonna see from you.
So a little bit after that was filmed, I did do a few commercials and things. I did a government PSA. I did a commercial for a few education brands, things like that. But this all happened when I was in middle school,
Right.
and I've started high school. So I've really focused on school. I was homeschooled during this time. Now I go to public school, so I don't have as much time to leave. And I'm a junior. So this is like SATs, APs, like, so
work.
I'm not acting right now, but I would really like to in the future. And Emily,
the one person you would die to work with. One star.
Zendaya, easy. Zendaya. When I found out it was on HBO Max, I was like, guys, mom and dad, Zendaya's on HBO Max. Like, this is insane. That'd be insane. That would be a dream come true.
Well, we have to get, we want to get you a good role in Euphoria. We don't want you to be like a drug addict or anything like that. You got to be
Right.
the good girl on that show.
Right.
That's a great show. It's a great show. I love it too.
Yes.
Okay, so Delaney, how about you? What you have coming up and who do you aspire to work with? So start with the first question.
Oh, well, after the movie, I didn't really do much. I didn't really do anything actually, because it was my first you know, thing I've ever done too.
Yeah.
And it was kind of just like a little experiment. Like, do I like acting? Do I actually want to like pursue this? And then, you know, COVID hit, so we couldn't really do anything.
Right.
And then that's when I kind of decided, like, I don't really want to do acting anymore. Like, I kind of want to focus on me and school. And then just actually recently, I was talking to my mom and I was like, you know, I do want to get back into it. Like, I really enjoyed it and I want to play some older character now.
Yeah.
So we actually just signed me up and I've been auditioning for a lot of stuff. And I actually have one in New York this summer. So.
Well, good luck. The best of luck to you. So who would you love? Like okay, so let's say your favorite star walked into that audition room and did the audition with you. Who would it be?
Oh my gosh. I'd have to say Margot Robbie.
Oh, good one.
She's really good.
Yeah.
She's just like that female, like, bold character. I just love her.
I think you could play the younger Margot Robbie, actually.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think this could happen. Yeah, 100%. Well, ladies, listen, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. You're both so lovely. The film is so fun for families, and best of luck to you both. I hope to see you in a lot more things, and I really appreciate your time today. Thank you.
Thank you
so much. We appreciate you.
Okay, have a good night. Okay,
Have a good
bye.
Bye-bye.